The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald is a novel that is widely regarded as a masterpiece of American literature. Set in the 1920s, the novel tells the story of Jay Gatsby, a self-made millionaire who is in love with Daisy Buchanan, a woman who is already married. The novel is a portrayal of the excesses of the Jazz Age, as well as a commentary on the corrupting influence of wealth and the disillusionment felt by many individuals in the aftermath of World War I. The novel is narrated by Nick Carraway, a young man who moves to New York to work in the bond business. He rents a small house in West Egg, a wealthy suburb on Long Island, and becomes neighbors with Jay Gatsby, a mysterious and wealthy man who throws lavish parties every weekend. He becomes friends with Gatsby and is invited to his lavish parties, which are attended by the wealthy and elite of society. Nick becomes intrigued by Gatsby and begins to investigate his past, which is shrouded in mystery and rumors. Gatsby, whose real name is James Gatz, grew up in a poor family in North Dakota. He fell in love with Daisy when they met before the war, but the relationship ended when Gatsby went to fight in the war. He returned to the United States, determined to win Daisy back, and he became involved in criminal activities in order to make his fortune. He bought his mansion in West Egg in order to be closer to Daisy, who lives across the bay in East Egg. Nick arranges a meeting between Gatsby and Daisy, his cousin, and they begin an affair. Gatsby is convinced that Daisy will leave her husband, Tom Buchanan, and marry him. However, their relationship is complicated by the fact that Tom is also having an affair with Myrtle Wilson, the wife of a garage owner in the Valley of Ashes. The tension between Gatsby and Tom comes to a head during a trip to New York City. Gatsby demands that Daisy tell Tom that she never loved him, but she is unable to do so. Tom becomes increasingly aggressive and violent, and he reveals to Daisy that Gatsby is involved in criminal activities. Daisy becomes increasingly disillusioned with Gatsby and their relationship, and she ultimately chooses to stay with Tom. The novel reaches its climax during a confrontation between Gatsby and Myrtle's husband, George Wilson. After Myrtle is killed in a car accident, which is caused by Daisy, but for which Gatsby takes the blame, George tracks down Gatsby and kills him before taking his own life. The novel ends with Nick reflecting on the tragic events of the summer and his own disillusionment with society in which he lives. The Great Gatsby is widely regarded as a masterpiece of American literature for a few reasons. First, the novel is a vivid portrayal of the excesses of the Jazz Age, with its lavish parties, extravagant wealth, and moral decay. Fitzgerald captures the atmosphere and the mood of the era with his vivid descriptions and his ability to convey the emotional state of his characters. Second, the novel is a commentary on the corrupting influence of wealth and the disillusionment felt by many individuals in the aftermath of the First World War. The characters in the novel are all chasing some form of the American dream, whether it is the pursuit of wealth and status, the pursuit of love and romance, or the pursuit of self-actualization. However, their pursuit of these goals is ultimately undermined by the corrupting influence of wealth and the moral decay of society. Finally, the novel is a poignant exploration of the human condition, with its themes of love, loss, and disillusionment. The characters in the novel are all flawed and complex, and their struggles and conflicts are a reflection of the larger social and cultural forces of the era. The novel is a portrait of a society in transition, and it raises important questions about the nature of identity, the pursuit of happiness, and the meaning of life. Throughout the novel, the characters are constantly trying to find themselves and their place in the world. Gatsby's pursuit of Daisy is a reflection of his desire to find happiness and fulfillment, while Daisy's struggle with her feelings for Gatsby and Tom is a reflection of her own search for identity and purpose. The characters are all searching for something that they feel is missing in their lives, and the pursuit of this thing ultimately leads to their downfall. The novel is also a commentary on the roles of morality and ethics in society. The characters in the novel are all struggling with issues of right and wrong, and their actions are guided by their own moral codes and beliefs. However, these codes and beliefs are often undermined by the corrupting influence of wealth and power. The novel raises important questions about the nature of morality and the role it plays in our lives. And it challenges readers to think deeply about their own ethical beliefs and principles. In addition, The Great Gatsby is a nuanced and complex portrait of the era in which it is set. The novel captures the mood and atmosphere of the 1920s, with its flappers, bootleggers, and social upheaval. However, it also goes beyond surface-level depictions of the era and delves into the deeper social and cultural forces that are driving the changes taking place. The novel explores issues of race, class, and gender, and it challenges readers to think critically about the social structures and power dynamics that shape our lives. In conclusion, The Great Gatsby is a masterpiece of American literature that continues to captivate readers with its vivid characters, evocative descriptions, and complex themes. The novel is a cautionary tale about the dangers of the American dream and the corrupting influences of wealth, and it challenges readers to think deeply about the nature of morality, identity, and society. Through its rich and nuanced portrayal of the 1920s, The Great Gatsby remains a powerful and enduring work of literature that speaks to readers across generations.